Kris Statlander retained her AEW Women's World Championship against Toni Storm in a very good match. Mercedes Mone issued an open challenge for her TBS championship to any other champion out there. Now, it ended up being someone from Ring of Honor, that being Mina Shirakawa, who holds the fucking interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television title. Throw it in the pile of belts that mean absolutely nothing. It's not even an actual belt. It's an interim title for a title that Red Velvet held, but she got hurt. Is she really that important to have an interim champion? The answer is no. But they have a match. Fine match. We've seen the match before. Okay. Mercedes wins. She's 11 belts Mone. She then goes on to win another Outlaw Championship the next day on Sunday at a Winnipeg promotion, I believe. So she is now 12 belts Mone, and she had her grand celebration on Dynamite last night, her one of many championship celebrations she's had in 2025. It was also established after her match and on Wednesday's Dynamite. Come Full Gear, it's going to be her and Kris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship. And it's not for both belts. It's not for both belts. The Toni Storm match was not for both belts. It's only for Kris Statlander's title. And speaking of the Toni match, she already lost to Toni Storm earlier this year. She already suffered her first defeat. She already failed to win the Women's World Championship. Do I see her losing a second time in a few months? The answer is no. So I think Mercedes might be walking out with another fucking title after not dropping any of her other championships. Now, I know you don't watch the product closely, Mr. Marceau, but you're well aware of what's going on. You know what's going on here. What is
I'm rooting for 15 belts, Mone, at this point.
What is the end game here? This just seems like an
absolute to have waste. Every belt. Like, who gives a shit?
But it's not like it adds to her aura. I think Mercedes in the ring is great. Her character currently fucking sucks because there's nothing interesting about her continuing to win these belts that don't matter.
Titles. Come on, why aren't you excited?
It's just, it reaches a certain point where it's like, oh, Ultimo Mone, like we got to beat the Ultimo Guerrero record, or Ultimo Dragon rather. No, you don't. Does anyone give a fuck about a meme from 30 years ago of a guy that held 10 belts at one time for one picture? Again, in the fucking 90s? No one gives a shit. The only person that cares about that shit is Tony Khan. And these indie promotions are benefiting from it because they get more exposure. And to my knowledge, she is going to each of these promotions and defending the championships that she wins. But do you honestly expect, she has X amount of championships, Mr. Marceau. Do you honestly expect her to go to every single one of these promotions back there and lose all of them? I would be shocked. I would be shocked. After she went undefeated for a year and a half, she's going to go lose 12 times to Jane, no one knows what the fuck her name is, in this random promotion? I don't think so.
I think she is.
I would be completely stunned. I don't know. The issue is that there's no endgame. Like, if she wins the Women's World Championship, who cares? She's held the TBS Championship for this long. She should probably lose that one first. If they want to put the main women's title on her, fine. But she has to lose all the other shit first. They have all, like, the fucking jobbers of AEW out there holding all the belts that don't matter. I just don't know who this is supposed to be appealing to, aside from the people who are diehards for Mercedes Mone.
I couldn't tell you.
I just don't know. I can't even venture a guess as to where this is supposed to be leading. And if Kris Statlander beats her, she's lost to her twice before, so if she finally beats her, I think that's great. But what's really gained from that? Mercedes would have lost again. For what? Nothing is gained. Wait to do this match until down the road. Is your women's division that fucking desolate that you have no other options but Mercedes Mone come Full Gear? They have a whole fucking women's division that they're relegating to the tag team division at the moment because they're holding up the main belts with Toni and Kris and Mercedes. It's like a revolving door of the same three women. I don't know. That bothered me.